All right, team, we got our plate loaded shoulder press machine here. Pretty cool piece of machinery. I would recommend this for anyone that struggles with pressing overhead, obviously. So things like if you struggle with handstand push-ups, jerks, push press, shoulder press overhead, or just want to build some strength in the shoulders and in that pushing plane, then this machine is for you. Put the plates on, the arms, and just common courtesy, when you're finished with it, take them back off and put it back on the holder again. It's just nice when people pay that little common courtesy when they're using machines and sharing. If you can come over here a little bit closer. This seat is adjustable, nothing else is. So if you want to actually move it down, you just pull from the front and it'll just slide down. And if you pull from the front again, then grab the back, you can just easily bring it back up. Sometimes it has slipped down when people are sitting on it because they're sitting too far on the back and maybe they're grabbing this to sit down as well. So just be aware of that. If you kind of like sit down more at the front or in the middle at the beginning and then scooch back further and further, that'll take care of that. So it's pretty straightforward. You can't really stuff it up. Hands on the handles. I'm thinking bench press, so I like to keep my feet grounded. I squeeze my butt cheeks. I create that natural arch in my lower back, but I don't lose contact with the machine. Pull my shoulders into my back pockets and then press. For something like this, I always suggest a slower down than up tempo. So if you can just think maybe up for 1, down for 2, that'll just help with control. And I guess the whole purpose behind all these machines are to build a little bit of musculature around whatever the machine is designed for. So you're probably gonna be doing medium to high reps on these kind of machines, and you're not gonna be doing like 1 rep maxes. We'll save that for our jerks or our handstand push-ups or whatever it is, and reserve these for building muscle and strength. So everything needs to be done under control, especially on the way down, and then drive up fast. That's the shoulder press. Our dip machine, the weights obviously go on the arms down the back there. It doesn't necessarily need to be even from side to side because it's just one arm that's connected in the middle, but aesthetically, it kind of just looks good when there's the same weights on both sides. So come on over here. There are 2 things that are adjustable on this one. So you've got the seat, a little bit different. You pull this handle and it kind of really nicely moves down and up with that spring. You lock it into the teeth there. We're good to go, that's not gonna slip. And then you've got this knob here. That'll just pull it up for the knees or pull it down so you can lock your knees under there. So what I like to do is I like to start with my arms straight and then I'm gonna use my body weight to get down into my starting position. Because my arms are straight, that was really easy. And then from there, we're gonna slightly lean forward to target the prime movers, which will be the chest and the triceps, and then slower down, then up tempo. The full range of motion will be touching that safety pin. And then obviously moving the chair up and down, the seat up and down will help with a little bit more range of motion if you feel like you're not getting enough. Overdo it and you won't be able to control it back down. But also that really good video that Rian did the other day is she highlighted sitting upright. There's more trap recruitment here and we don't want to recruit them muscles. So by her leaning forward, she finds that it really does help move your bigger muscles to get the weight moving. If you want to control it back down with your legs, good to go. We have our seated lat pull down. We got our straight bar here. You can mix it up with different grips, but you can do a lot with this one. So let's just keep this on for now. You've got your pin here so you can adjust the weights. All the weights are on, all the numbers are on the plate so you can see how much weight you're lifting. The one thing that's adjustable here is the knee stoppers again. So whatever feels comfortable. And then to get it down, I like to grab it when I'm standing up, about shoulder width, same as what you're going to do your pull up, and then use the weight of your body to get it down. Lock your knees in. We want a slight lean back, and I want you to think active shoulders. When we're hanging from the pull-up bar, we tell people active shoulders, and then pull with your back muscles. Same thing, slower down than up pace will just help you with some time under tension, which is exactly the purpose of all these muscles, all these exercises. Too much excessive leaning, and then you're turning it more into a kip action. And then I've still got a little bit of ways to go to lower the weight, so I just keep my hands on, stand up, and we're good to go. A couple of variations. I can go supinated grip in close and turn it more into a close grip row, but we can reserve that for other machines as well. Or you can go really wide. You can stay even more upright or toy with some different angles of the torso. As long as you're not doing too much momentum, you're good to go there. It's pretty easy to adjust or put on different attachments that just come with a clip. All the attachments live in that milk crate over there, so try to put them back if you're not using them. Don't want them all laying on the ground. Once again, the only thing that's adjustable here is the weight. And this is our seated cable row. Our feet go here. I use my legs to initiate the first bit, and then active shoulders, slight lean back, and then slower back than in. I don't hate a little bit of movement through the hips, especially as that weight gets heavier. So we're recruiting the whole back rather than just the upper back. We can now use the lower and the upper back together, which is arguably a little bit more functional. Excellent machine. Just got our single cable here. So this would be great for things like tricep extensions. We can go overhead with that. And obviously the door's open, but if the door's not open or it's pretty cold, you can just come off to the side because we've got this pulley system that rotates. This knob here, this is what's going to adjust it on the rail. So it's relatively heavy. So you want to hold on with one hand, pull the pin with the other hand, and then lower it down to whatever you need. So let's say we have it about stomach height. You can start toying with other things. If it's a rehab thing, you can bring it all the way down here and turn it into more of a row or a bicep curl. More attachments, thanks to the girls. So this is gonna latch around your ankle. This comes off, goes in the milk crate. That clips on. That clips on. Then holding on for a bit of stability and changing the weight if you're weak. And then something like a kickback. I cannot tell you how important this exercise will be for some people, especially those that struggle to activate their glutes or have weak hips or don't have proper sound hip function when they squat. So this one could really tie in well with your accessories. Don't forget to do both sides. My personal favorite, we've got our cable crossover. There's a couple different options we can do here, but obviously you want each stack to be on the same weight. Attach the handles on both. We can go a high to medium crossover. We can go a high to low. Or adjusting, same thing, hold, bring it down. We can go low to medium. So getting a little bit specific there. We can go side raises, and then you can use these rails obviously as their own as well. Cables, pulls, pushes, and all that fun stuff as well. We'll try to keep these off the ground when you finish with them. And keep it smart. Obviously, if you're doing one arm at a time or something like this and you're a bit new to it, keep it light and then slowly build up. And it's the same format of slower out than in. Just so you're always under control. You would hate for that weight to be too heavy and it pulls you back, potentially hurt yourself pulling that weight back with gravity. Excellent exercise, and something that we obviously avoid with CrossFit is these time under tension style machines. Don't forget, wet wipe it all down once you're done, whether it's the handles or the fabric, and it'll last a long time, team. Have fun with it.